guys, it's Miss T Lovely. I am back again, and I'm gonna tell you why. I was tagged, and I have to do it now because this is my girl, and according to her, I better do it. So I'm gonna do it. Okay, Janine, aka Pinkfishly. I'll put a link up here, you guys, to her page as well, so you guys can know. I like to put my little finger there so I can put the little thing right above it. Okay, so and the tag video was originally created by Brian231980. Okay, so I have to check his channel out too, and it's 8 questions, you guys, and I'm coming off the top of the dome with this. I was looking at hers, and I was thinking, and I was like, oh, she got some pretty cool stuff. And Janine, I like tripe. I like menudo. And you know what? I haven't had menudo in a long time. I used to fry that stuff up. That was some good stuff. Yes, I sure did. That's called po folks food. I think you call it, what did you call it? But you know, something similar. Anyway, let me move on to the tag because it's 8 questions. And at the end of the video, just like her, I will be tagging 3 people. But the difference is I'm going to tag 3 of my subscribers that I would personally like to know a little bit more about, and I hope all of you guys continue this this here tag. They'll be at the bottom of this bottom right here, you know, in the description box. And yes, I did the rock eyebrow. They'll be right there. Yeah, anyway, I was gonna say something else, but moving on. Question 1. What is one thing all of your significant others have said about you, past and present? I think I've said this in another video, but it was real quick. I am a perfectionist. I tend to be a perfectionist, rather. I'm still working on it, I can be honest. Like I said, I have that all or nothing attitude at times, and I talked to you guys about that earlier. I'm trying to get away from that. When it comes to my house, things have to be a certain way. At one point in time, my husband thought I was a Stepford wife. He really thought I was a robot because he used to purposely my DVDs had to be so straight to the paper, like lying to the paper. It was to a point where he would go up to the DVDs and push them on purpose just to see what I would do. And immediately I scramble over there and straighten them. He'd throw little pieces of tissue on the floor, and I hurry up and pick it up. Same thing with all my exes. Whenever they come over, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, even when we hang out, I'll always be the one that we'd be at restaurants and stuff like that, and I'd be the one cleaning up. They was like, why do you think they got like waitresses and stuff like that? I was like, I'm helping them out. You know how much they don't get paid enough to do all the stuff they do, you know, so I'm gonna help them out, so be quiet. So yes, Miss T Lovely has a problem with being overly organized and being super anal retentive. Okay. Question 2. Name something you've eaten that you will never ever eat again. Something that I've eaten that I'll never ever eat again. Well, for that one, I have to go what recently happened to me, and that's what I told you guys. I'm sorry, Janine, I can't be really creative with this one because I don't have it escapes me. But I would have to say the lentils. I have to stay away from them right now. Those scared the daylights out of me, being a few days post-op. I'll never forget that experience. Ever. They are good now, but never, for me, it's probably going to be a couple years. So I'm just keeping it real. Yeah, for right now, lentils, they scare me a lot. Number 3, tell us a self-inflicted accident. Oh, this actually kind of falls in line with the ex. When I first saw my ex-boyfriend, yes, I had ex-boyfriends. I have been married all my life. When I first saw my ex-boyfriend, I'll never forget him. He was tall, 6'2", caramel complexion, curly hair, just long arms, long legs, just hot. And I remember me being over my friend's house, and her friend was like my godmom's, this is gonna sound so ghetto, her friend was like my godmom's No. Yeah. Her boyfriend, I told you I was sound ghetto. Her boyfriend was my godmom's like friend or something like that. Anyway, he never told me that he had a brother. And I remember me and her was sitting there talking, chopping it up and stuff like that when we were in the kitchen, and we were about to make we were making a dinner. She was making a cake, and I was like, do you need me to do anything? She was like, oh, I just need straight up there 2 blocks of cheese. Okay, now shred. So I'm sitting there, he comes in the kitchen, and the brother comes over first of all, and he's sitting in the living room, and I'm looking at him, trying to make sure I catch his I don't catch his eye if he's looking at me, but I'm looking at him, and I looked at him so hard to the point where I was shred the cheese. I shred my finger right in the cheese. So had a little bit of Miss T Lovely skin laying on top of our cheese for our enchiladas. So yes, there's my self-inflicted accident. I know, right? So sad, so sad. I was a little hot-tailed, bad little girl. We were all young once. What are you gonna do? Everybody had a crush. And yes, you know what? He ended up being my boyfriend for 3 years. So, it was worth the little shredding. Number 4. Did you used to fight in school? If yes, tell us about one of the fights. Now, Janine, Pinkfishly. This is the one I was like, now she want to know this. Yes, Miss T Lovely had very much of a big temper in school, and I will not lie. It takes a lot to push my buttons. I would like to say it takes a lot more than it used to. That's better. To push my buttons. But in school, I was the type of girl that, be honest with y'all, family. I was the type of girl that if you looked at me sideways, it was like, you know what I'm saying? What? You got a problem? Want to solve it? Type of thing. Yes, that was me. And a fight I remember mostly, I think that attitude came from a place of where I was, just due to the fact that I had my father, even though he is saved and he's saved and he's a pastor. At the time he wasn't, and he was the type of person that was like, if you do not fight, I'm whooping your butt when you get home. I know you old folks know what I'm talking about. And hey, I consider myself an old soul, so if you don't fight, I'm whooping your butt when you get home. So I remember my sisters always, I still wasn't a fighter, even though I knew I could do it. I didn't fight on purpose. I remember my sister purposely getting into fights because she knew I could fight. She would sit up there and pick fights. I'm like, you would be the one. You know, I just did my hair. I just healed up from them scratches because of this chick you done picked this fight with. Now I gotta fight this one here. Yes, Miss T Lovely fought. I remember these girls. I'm actually getting to the fight story. I'm so sorry. This is a long one. And hey, wow, I'm already 9 minutes in. I remember the girls that my sister picked a fight with. They were so angry with us. I mean, with her, that they picked a fight with us, and it got so bad, like to the point where they had like weapons. I know that's crazy, but they did, ready to fight us. That was that bad. Like my sister really had a really big mouth. Always got her in trouble. And I ended up I wasn't finna fight that fight. You ain't finna hit me with nothing. It's not that serious, you know. That's when I refused. I stopped fighting her battles. I was done. All right, number 5. I'm gonna have to. What is something that gives you genuine peace of mind? Something that gives me genuine peace of mind is relaxing in front of my laptop, believe it or not, doing what I love, and that's, you guys can see that in my last video. I love to edit, and I'm one that gets really bored really easy with things, so I'm always jumping from something to something else. I get bored quick, so it takes a lot to keep my attention. Like, for example, I have a 2003 Volkswagen Passat. I've only had it for 3 years. Well, no, 4 years. I just paid it off, and I'm ready to get rid of it because I'm bored with it. I get bored easy. What is a lie you told in the past to keep you out of trouble in the past with your parents? Okay, you guys know I grew up in a strict household. My daddy, my daddy didn't let us wear pants. He didn't let us wear lip gloss. He didn't let us wear hair extensions. He didn't let us wear nothing. And I remember the pants. I was a little bit of a rebel in the sense that I didn't understand why I couldn't wear some doggone pants. I mean, I got tired of little boys looking at my dress. And I know that's just so raw, ain't I? What you call it? My daddy told me to throw away one pair of pants that I had, and because I would wear them to school. And I remember telling my daddy that I threw them away, when in actuality I took them out of the trash can and put them under my bed in my backpack, and I wore them to school whenever I wanted to. So he never knew about that. Lastly, number 7. I gotta hurry up and answer this. What would be the worst way someone could break up with you? Actually, it's number 2. It's 2 questions. The worst way somebody could break up with me would be just to not tell me. If you decide you ain't gonna be with me, especially since I'm married, you know, my husband decide he just not gonna come back, that's the worst way. I'm sorry, but on that note, I would have to go find you. I'm sorry, you if you're gonna step out on me, at least let me know something. But my husband's not that type. He's very vocal. So, but that's the worst thing you can do. Yeah, I'm knocking on wood. And lastly, I know this is a long video, guys. Number 8, favorite thing to cook. My favorite thing to cook would be everything and anything, actually, because surprisingly, I taught myself how to cook. My mother passed away when I was 15. I told you guys a little bit about that. So she wasn't around to teach me. My grandma was the type of person like, get out of my kitchen, I'm cooking. And this is why I took on that whole attitude too, because when my husband would be in my kitchen for the first few years of our marriage, I'm like, get out of my cooking, get out of my kitchen, I'm cooking. So but now I cook everything I cook because I put love into it. So that's my favorite thing. But I'll be honest, it says also too, if you're not a cook, what's the favorite thing that somebody else will cook for you? Well, for me, I do cook, as you guys know, but I'm gonna answer, it's a 2-part question. My husband can cook his little butt off. That boy can barbecue up some chicken and make some potatoes and things, and I swear from another planet, that's how good it is. Anyway, 13:39 in, and this video is done. Okay, Janine, don't beat me up. So I love you guys. I know it's 8 questions. I will put them at the bottom of here too, but I don't really have a lot of time because I'm still cleaning up this here house. My dad's coming over this weekend. So I love you guys. Yeah, he's coming over. So that means I won't be on YouTube for a little bit. So I love y'all, and I'll TTYL. Love you. Smooches.